Welcome to What's Cooking in the Lowcountry with Chef Lynn Michelle. We're here at Billy Wood Appliance in Old Town of Bluffton in the Wolf and Sub-Zero studio kitchen here. Today we're going to do a Mediterranean diet, some Persian rice. We're going to do some lamb and also some roasted broccoli. So we're going to start with our lamb. We're going to season this is a rack of lamb. When a lot of you have the lamb lollipops and stuff, that's what you're used to. This is how it first comes out. It's a little rack of lamb. So I'm going to put it face down in my pan here. Get it nice and brown on one side. And this is the piece, the rack of lamb, and this is when you cut up the little ribs and you have your little lollipops. So we're gonna turn up our oven right here. And once I put it face down, I'm gonna season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we're just gonna get this going. And I have some fresh rosemary that I got out of my garden today. That's some really major rosemary. I love fresh rosemary. So we're gonna put this also in our pan as we just toast our rack of lamb here. We're going to move this up on the burner. We're going to switch this around. And while that's cooking, I have the Persian rice. So I have a little bit of oil on the bottom. It's a little bit different. So we are going to slice some potatoes here. Very, very thin. And we are going to line the bottom of our pan. I have my olive oil warmed up. We're going to line our pan with sliced potatoes. And this is all a building thing. A little bit of salt and pepper on this. And we're gonna let this cook. You get those sounds and the smells, everything, and the orchestra is going here. Got some salt, pepper, sizzling of our olive oil, our lamb going. Okay. I'm just going to get it nice and warm and roasted on the one side, and some butter here. A little bit of olive oil. All right. So now that we got those two going, our base of our Persian rice, our rack of lamb, we are going to start with our cucumber yogurt here. So I have some just plain yogurt here. And this is the one thing about the cucumber. I have a whole cucumber. I'm going to slice it for my chips, for my cucumber salad. Then with this, I'm going to do this in wedges. Slice. There we go. Make sticks, cube it up this way. So I have my cucumber yogurt. Oop, we're gonna get our lamb here. We're gonna flip it over, nice and brown. Look at that coating on that. We have our potatoes going. We have our lamb right here, cucumber yogurt going. So we have our potatoes here. This is the trick. Now what I've done is I have cooked rice for 7 minutes and then I drained it. I'm going to turn down my burner on low. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this 7-minute cooked rice, which I drained, in this pan. Now I have this down. I turned off my lamb here. I'm going to let it sit because remember, there's a lot of heat coming off of the oven. So we're going to let the pan and everything just sit, and then we're going to put it in our broiler. Some salt here. And the trick is plain paper towels. You're just going to lightly wet some paper towels, and we're going to put it right in the top. There. And we're going to leave it for 45 minutes, but we're going to go back to it. We have our lamb here that we're going to put this in the oven right now. Hear that sizzle? Nice and beautiful. Okay. Okay, so now we're going back to our cucumber yogurt. We have our cucumbers in here. We have fresh dill, salt and pepper, some salt and pepper, fresh dill, cucumbers, and plain yogurt. How easy is that? There is our cucumber yogurt. Okay, so now we're going to work on the fresh broccoli. What I do is I put broccoli in a dish. It's very easy. Everybody wonders how to do roasted broccoli, roasted cauliflower, roasted vegetables of any sort. It's very easy. Just cut up the vegetable, a little bit of olive oil on top. We're going to do a little bit. I like a little bit of dill. You can put Italian seasoning on this, salt, pepper, and then you just put it in the oven for probably about 400 for about 20 minutes until it's really, toasted on the top, and it will give a nice nutty flavor. Especially if you do this with the Brussels sprouts, it'll get a nice nutty and not that cabbagey taste. So we're going to go put this in our oven. All right, and so now we're back to our Persian rice. Remember the mysterious paper towel? It is soaked up even more liquid, but I like to put a little bit in there just so it's dry. Okay, so our special seasoning is saffron. Saffron comes in a spice, and it comes in a jar, and it's in a little container like this. What you do is in the bottom of a bowl, there's all these threads. You take these threads and you crush them in the bottom of a dish, and you mix some water with it. And that is the color that it becomes. You put this on the top with some butter tabs on top. And again, we're going to put our paper towel on top and put it back on the burner. All right, we ready for the big reveal? Okay, and there is our rice. So what's special about this Persian rice? Remember the potatoes we put on the bottom? They get nice and crunchy and golden on the bottom. They're almost like potato chips on the bottom. So here is our special Persian rice. Thank you for tuning into What's Cooking in the Lowcountry with Chef Lynn Michelle.